Alright, welcome back to the Dad Experience. Let's get into this. We're going to do a little bit of a different build on the Ranger today. It's going to be a melee build, so we're using dual daggers here. Just got some of my blues that I've been able to acquire that I keep passing back and forth between my Rogue and the Ranger here. Level 17, still haven't beaten the first boss on this guy. I got last time him down to the smallest sliver. It looked like his hit point bar was empty, and then I died. That was a bummer. We're going with the Warden specialization here for the Entangle and the Windweaver. It's a proc on hit. They just recently buffed that, making it able to proc more often. As far as my upgrades here, I'm gonna try taking that Windweaver up to the top so that I get a good amount of use out of that. I would like to have higher points into Survivalist for this, but at the moment I've ran myself out of cash and don't have enough to respec. So we're gonna give it a shot with what we've got here. I'm just gonna try to get into this as quick as we can, churn through some of those early levels. Blessing of Might. I'm going to say we need Blessing and Protection on this guy. We're going to be taking some damage. And yeah, we'll go with this Windrunner for now. We got lots of different things we're going to really enjoy on this guy once he gets up and going. Weapon speed, we like that. Got the experience gain, more reduction in damage, and well, crit chance, we don't care too much about that. Okay, I think this is good. Weapon crit chance. We can go ahead and take this drink. We're not going to be spending too much mana. So, alright. We got enough here. Let's get started. Move quick. I'm going to be basically just going for the chests and ability upgrades for the first little chunk here. You'll be noticing the little wind blades coming off the melee attacks there. Oh, the ability is down here. That's pretty slick. Gives you a little bit of range even when you're on melee. Let's see. We'll crank that up. So, I will be doing another video on the Ranger, probably Beastmaster on the next one. I've seen some of those videos coming out now. They just recently buffed the Ranger. I guess other people were also agreeing that the ranged damage, the Archer Ranger, was just, it wasn't really cutting it. I originally filmed this before they made that change, and but I didn't have my specialization yet, and so I wanted to go back and shoot it again, another run with the actual specialization. I've since done a marksman build. That was the one that I barely missed killing the last boss. Pretty disappointing there, but I mean, yeah, they upped the attack speed on arrows by a lot. And even still, the amount of that still lends to the Warden build that we're doing here being good for melee. I think it would also be, if I had a good one-handed sword and shield, I think it would also be a pretty solid candidate for that. The reason why is because those wind blades have a internal cooldown of 1/4 of a second, 0.25. And so if you have a lot of attack speed, if you're really ripping it like you can get with the arrows, where you're just like a needler, then you're not really making great use. Well, a lot of the effectiveness of those blades is kind of getting wasted, right? Because it's not like it's applying to every single weapon attack. It'd be better to have a weapon, you know, whose strength was in slower hits, and those hits were as close to a quarter second apart. That way you're basically every swing is getting the advantage from the Windweaver. So in this case, these daggers, even though we are swinging pretty fast, I don't believe that they're attacking as fast as the arrows that I was firing off in my build yesterday. So I think that lends this to being a better option for the Warden. Alright, what do we got here? Continue to deal more damage. I'm not going to spend a ton of mana on this character. That's why I took that drink that's going to reduce cooldowns and stuff for higher mana cost, because we're not going to spend a whole lot. Once I've got my baseline abilities picked, if I find stuff that lets me drop multiple traps and upgrade my traps, I will take that as well. Traps actually slap. They hit hard on this build, and they are essentially just like a melee cluster bomb. Drop it on bosses on cooldown every 2 seconds, and you get up to 3 traps at the same time. It's a substantial amount of damage. Let's see what do we got here. Spell damage. I mean, I'll just take the spider web, I guess. Just because if I get the set piece, it's gonna make my my followers do more damage. And you guys probably know that some of those higher level shiny followers in the last couple levels, they hit pretty hard already, and they survive quite a bit. So buffing them up makes sense. I am not taking the shortcut, although I cannot help myself but massacre all these dudes. It's the murder hobo in me has to be satiated. I like the XP, even though it's kind of nominal by the max level. Oh, those wind things come out when you dash too. That's pretty slick. There's plenty of things that we'll be doing, abilities that we can get that center around the dash. Let's see. Resistance, I really like that. I really like damage to elites, though. Some of these elites later on get nasty. The Ranger has a lot more abilities, from what I can tell, that center around or synergize with your dash, making him seem like more of a mobile melee option than even the rogue. It's pretty interesting. Now in this new, I don't know if you guys played the old Hammerwatch or not, or the old Heroes of Hammerwatch, but if you haven't, it used to be the case that you could not switch weapons. So your weapon was locked to whatever class that you were playing. So the Ranger always had a bow, and the Thief was, if you wanted a quick attacking, highly mobile melee character, you had to take the Rogue. Let me see here, 1 second. I'm going to take the survivalist ones. We like everything that we can do to make us kind of a sway tank. So yeah, in the old Heroes of Hammerwatch, you could not switch weapons. So now we have the option to start swapping out some of these builds and some of these weapons and creating new builds. And obviously they don't make sense in all ways, like you're not going to take a warrior and give him a wand and have that. I mean, maybe you can. Stranger things have happened. People find out crazy builds over the course of a game's life. But as far as I can tell, I haven't seen really any good way to make a warrior caster with a wand. I like that dash charge. I'm going to take that. But there are a few instances like this where another weapon plays perfectly. I mean, The ranger already cares about having a lot of dexterity, and daggers have a dexterity requirement to equip, so it kind of seems to work perfectly. I'm sure that was an intended design. I've heard that some people are having great success with a board and sword melee ranger as well. Haven't tried that one yet. Evasion, we like that. Like all the stuff that's going to stack to make us just not get hit. Oh, hey, there we go. That's cool. So I'm really bad at seeing the cracks in walls. That's one of the reasons why I really like taking combo, the upgrade that blasts combo in all directions. But I don't have that yet, and let's see. I will continue to beef this up, even though I normally would take combo there. The reason why I'm not going to take a combo this time is because this little ability is doing it for me. When I dash, it's shooting those little windy tornadoes in every direction, and that's what broke open that wall just a second ago. So that's pretty slick. I mean, obviously my damage is high right now. I'm over leveled, so it's not really anything to brag about. It's nothing special. We better go check out what's going on there. What do we got? More damage to elites. I always like taking the soldier's uniform. I crave armor. Yeah, I'll take both portions. Also, I pretty much don't use any of the Thunderbirds. Not that one has popped up yet, but I don't use those until like the 3rd or 4th stage, just because you never know when a shop is going to pop up. You want to make sure you've got enough cash to buy whatever it is that you want there. Easy peasy, drop a trap just for some fun. Later we can upgrade that Entangle to actually heal us while we stand in it. That's the other reason why it makes a lot of sense to run this guy as melee. We drop that entangling area, stand in it, fight, and between that and all of our sway tanking and things that we're going to use to get high health regen, we're not really going to rely much on the Hunter's Mark ability, that skill that says whenever you kill things, you have a chance to get some mana and health back. We're mostly going to use HP regen and that overgrowth ability. That'll do what we need. If you can stack a good chunk of HP regen, there's one of the survivalist upgrades that says whenever it procs, you get like 200 or 400% HP regen increase. You get that with I forget the name of that Dragon Lord's item that gives you, one second here, we're gonna go ahead and max that out. Dragon Lord's item later on, it gives you like 200 hit points and says if you're standing still you get 25 HP regen, which is a massive amount. So you stand in the middle of everything, you slap your overgrowth down on the ground, and then you don't move. If you have that item, you just stand still, and then the HP regen from that being so high then gets multiplied by the 200% or the 400%, and all of a sudden the amount of hit points you're getting, you can get to a spot where you're getting like more than 100 HP regen per second. It's crazy. Just watch the numbers scream right up as you stand still. Now, that survivalist buff only lasts for as long as the survivalist buff is on you, which is 3 seconds. And right now I don't have it leveled up very high, so it has an 8-second cooldown. That's not a lot of uptime. Eventually it'll have a 6-second cooldown and a 3-second duration. That's pretty good. Let's see, what do I got over here? My ability. I'll get this. You'll notice I am leaving behind a ton of cash. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my first combo point here. I really like having that for crowds. I don't really care that I'm missing out on lots of money. I just want to, showcase this build at higher levels and make sure that I'm getting everything I can to make myself stronger. I will go out of my way a little bit to get town resources because I do care about those, but if I really want to make like a run that is designed to get a bunch of cash, I'll go on the next New Game Plus or something with my Shotgun Sorcerer, which is the first build I made a video on has been the Shotgun Sorcerer. I've not found, at least for myself, a more effective build than that. If you haven't seen it, go check that video out. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's absolutely nasty. Alright, what do we got here? I really like keeping the damage against the elites. I don't do... Ooh. So I already have all of the amethysts. I'm gonna... Plus 20%, so... Alright, I will take the Greater Ring of Resistance and hope that I get that amethyst, infused amethyst later on as a drop. Because I like that 4-piece set bonus increase to all my resistances. Especially when I get to... when it starts rocking is when you are fighting those lightning wizards. And then, of course, on the very final stage, if you guys have made it to that, where all the orbs are, those orbs are absolutely doing unique elemental damage, if you haven't paid attention to that. And they each have their own type of elemental resistance. So the yellow ones that look like little suns, they are resistant to fire, and my Shotgun Fire Sorcerer struggles with them. So those are good mobs to make you prioritize taking some fire penetration, if that's what you're using on that guy. But that level is... It's kind of a gut check if you've played into a single element, because they've got different elemental wisps there of every color. And so no matter which way you stacked your stuff, you're going to run into a bit of a problem there and have to be more careful. So if you are doing one of the highly concerted single elemental affinity builds like on a sorcerer, you better be prepared to have some resistance penetration when you get to that level, or you're just going to have to kind of play it a little bit touch and go, be a little slower. Again, I mean, it looks like I'm melting through this stuff. I'm not even using abilities and stuff. It's cool, but it's not ultra impressive yet because we're still on guys that they're not that big of a deal to me. Next level, once we get past this boss, then you start to be able to see it. Okay. Spell crit chance. See, I'm not really... I'll just take the Searing Torch. I mean, I've got plenty of iron. Taking the Searing Torch, that was the only thing that's literally giving me a new item without taking away an item. And not that I need the Searing Torch too much, because I'm not casting abilities all the time. Later on I will be. And that was really bad. Later on I will be. And you want to take, if you have the chance to, you want to take stuff out of the pool of items. Yee. I'm just not caring here. I will get my potion charge back later. If this was New Game Plus, I would definitely need to be more caring about that. Just playing like a dirt. Let's see. Okay, here's the healing wisps. Entering, yeah, see, that's a percentage-based heal. Percentage of your max hit points. And we're going to have plenty of hit points on this guy, so that is a nice effect. Oh, let's see, I'll probably show it off here in a little bit. I got this already, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the next level here. What do we got? Boss over there. On the far west side is our ability upgrade. And then up here is going to get our potions back, so we do want to come up with that. Imp. That is worth seeking out. You see it right down here, the little man icon. If you didn't know that you can look those up. Lethal up. Wow. My guy upgraded my daggers by 5 levels. That's the first time I've actually had that happen. Most of the time they give me a chunk of resources or, you know, drop me an item. That's so cool. I want to find more imps. 5 levels. That is... I mean, that's at least 15 iron. I mean, my upgrades right now are costing 3 iron a pop and a good chunk of cash. I bet by the time I put another couple levels into it, it's going to start costing 4 iron. That was a really good upgrade. That was cool. I dig the wind, the little wind weaver ability. It goes pretty cool with the combo. Just a walking chainsaw, you know. Alright, what do we got here? We will take more combo. Speaking of walking chainsaw. Yeah, here we go. Wow. What do we got here? I'm not gonna... No. But I will take this. Yeah. More rhythm at the cost of some iron. I'm down with that. Ooh, yes. Ring of regen. Like that. Let's try this entangle ability out. Look at that. Look at that. That's only with 1 rank in that. Look. That's quite nice. A lot of hit points back there. Get this. More gold gain. And let's go take the boss. This will be very easy as we handle ads with no problem. Also, you'll see that I'm not like ever using my Hunter's Mark ability. I mean, I can. That's no problem, but I'm playing with controller, PS5 controller here, so the targeting is a little wonky on these. If I was using keyboard and mouse, I'd probably use them a lot more often. It's so much easier to target with the mouse, but I don't know. I'm more comfortable using a controller on a top-down action game like this. Once upon a time, I would have thought that was sacrilegious, nothing compared to the keyboard and mouse, but yeah, I don't know. I'm more relaxed as a gamer these days than I used to be. Don't have a ton of time. Gotta rock the spare time when I can. It's a Saturday where I'm at right now, so that's the part of the dad experience. Game when you can, and then you hustle for your family with the rest of your time. And my hope, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's everybody's hope, right? Every nerdy gamer like me. It would be nice to be able to put this stuff out enough and eventually get to the point to where I can spend more time at home with the family. But for now, it's more of a hobby, shot in the dark. My priorities are my 9 to 5 and spending time with the family, taking care of the family and all that. But my wife's firing up the old family TikTok, and she said, you know what, you should start doing some of those games that you like, those little gaming games that you're pretty good at. People might like that, you know. So when the wife gives me permission to play some games for the sake of the family, I'm not gonna say no to that, man. I said, oh, word? Yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna make us so famous. It's gonna be so good. You can trust me, babe. How famous do you need us to be? You just let me play as much as you want me to be famous. Those are pretty cool daggers. I will definitely like them on my poison build for my rogue. The next build I'll be working on is a Bonkbarian. The Maul, the War Mauls just got buffed. More melee damage on them and quite a bit more skill damage. And so I'm going to use the warrior. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, this is I don't really care about that. Okay, I'm gonna start buffing up the traps a bit. But yeah, typically everybody's basically running warrior with the two-handed axe right now because that whirlwind on the axe is just really good, and the bonk, it's cool. I mean, it does damage. It's pretty good for bosses. Weapon speed, I absolutely love that. What is this? Spell power? I don't care so much about that. I will take this. Yeah, I want to be pretty careful with my Shadow Curse, being a melee class and all that. So what I'm thinking to do for the warrior build is to take an axe and a maul in, and for powering through the levels, I'll switch over to my axe, whirlwind, spend through everything, spend to win, and then when we get to the boss, switch over to the Uber Bonker and crack their domes. I mean, the damage is not insubstantial. It's pretty beastly. Hey, we'll take that. Arkham's wand. Okay. Man. I like getting all the Markham's gear, so it's worth it. Not for nothing. Alright, what do we got? We will check to see if any of this shadow stuff is worthwhile. Mobs are starting to get a little bit tankier. What's this? A cauldron of fire? Discharge small, or you spontaneously discharge small balls of fire. Okay. Weapon power per Shadow Curse. That's nice. Yeah. Well, because now it's giving me weapon power, I'll actually take it. I mean, how much damage did I do to my armor though? Like, yeah, I'm down to 133. That's a big drop. Okay. Well, hopefully I'll find me some armor items here. I go wait here. Oh, wrong one. Okay. And this one. Okay. What's that little thing right there? Oh, I just saw that thing on the mini-map. It was a little, like, bump on the wall. I wanted to make sure. What do I got down here? I do have a chest. Okay, so there's a reason to head on down here. And an ability. Yeah, big reason. What do we got? Combo, that's good. Bleeding with traps, don't care about that. Alright, we'll max out the combo. Yeah. None of these secret walls can hide from me now. I leveled up, cool. Sweet, Belts the Brute, that's a great item. I could send stuff back with the bird. I mean, we are at that level. How much do I have here? Sure, it's worth it, I guess. Don't need to go down there. Just up here for this last item. Recognize that by not walking down every single hallway, there's a very real chance that I'm actually missing some like secret doors. Which at this point, the secret doors can actually generate like those epic items, which would be a shame to miss. If I keep talking about it, I'm going to end up trying to go after. Whoa! Speaking of mana crystallizer, yeah, great item on casters. That's incredible. That's basically the most core item for a spamming sorcerer that you can find. But this character doesn't care too much about mana. Be really good for like a mana tanking paladin. Buzz, buzz, buzz. We don't care much. Look at that. Woo, boys. That is some damage. Now I hope that, you know, that shows kind of the respectability of what this thing is capable of a bit. So we got here some XP. Okay. Gambison, oh, chain shirt, cool. Blackjack, we like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's all good stuff. Ooh, treasure room. We're gonna get an epic out of this. What do we got? Arctic Step. I mean, it's okay. Honestly, Arctic Step's a little bit better with a ranger that is ranged, because it'll let you kite, but well, I'm sure we'll get some use out of it. Let's see. Look at that. Towers go nowhere, man. I really should not mess with this. I'm too tempted. No, it's okay. I don't gotta mess with any of that. Alright. Yes. Markums. Okay. We will take that. That's good. That's good. Shredding. Not much to it at this point. Okay. Why am I dashing? As I usually do. I gotta fix my keybinds after this. Oh, what do we got here? More damage from these guys. Yeah, I'll take that. That's pretty solid. This is me being super careless. I'm not actively attempting to skill check anything. And there we go. We're back up. One little orange. We need to go... So inside has a lot of good stuff. Okay. Go ahead and drop our vines here. Get some healing going on. Alright, here is a trap that is worthy of respect. But we don't care. Ow. Okay. Take a second here. Yep. Okay. Mostly did that because I knew I could just burn potions, come right back over here, grab this. Again, if you've got too many shacks of Shadow Curse on you, or you're on a higher New Game Plus, and those traps will one-shot you or whatever, you got to play smarter than that. I'm just trying, for the sake of time, to small brain this stuff. Look at that. That is with very little fun. Oh, I like that rhythm. Yeah. This is basically 20% more attack speed than I had a second ago. vines. Fight within the vines. Power is insta drop because I decided to use a trap. Which I still am only dropping one trap at a time. I'm hoping that I'll end up getting at least one of the upgrades so I can drop double traps before the last boss. Here we go. Girdle of Might. I'll take that. An additional 15% parry and 10% damage. Yes. Alright. I think that's basically the main goodies off this level. Alright, what do we got? Oh yeah. This should be pretty silly easy. Just like that, boys. What do we got here? That's nice. 50 armor. Drums of Battle. That's pretty good. Drums of Battle will be better later. On bosses, I'll be casting more often, so that'll get that haste procced. Here we go. Yeah, more health regen. We're finally getting some survivalist points there. The reason why I like this melee build a lot is there are so many good, like, useful talents. So you don't really need any specific talent for the build to take off. You know, like on my sorcerer, you gotta have the ability that makes your spell crits give you mana back so that you can spam like crazy. You gotta have the ability that turns your lightning into fire. You gotta have it. With this, there are not... Yeah, I know, I'd rather have the armor and take away the weapon damage there. With this build, there's not anything that is required to just make it come online, but all the way to the end of the game, there will be really useful bonuses from the skill upgrades that you find. There's so much synergy with so many of the different abilities. Hey, what do we got? Boots of Evasion. Check those out. They look like they might have some merit. Ow. Here we go. You do not want to let those lightning guys sit on you for too long. They nerfed and buffed them at the same time. Everybody was complaining about them, so instead of them doing just all of their damage right up front the second that lightning bolt gets on you, now they have a ramp-up time that is more significant, but once it's ramped up, they do even more damage than they did before. So they're really not to be taken lightly. Probably the single greatest end-running threat that exists in the game at the moment that I've seen. Even all the wisps on the last level, they're tough, they're hard, but you know, you can dodge, and the damage typically comes in a little bit slower. Lightning wizards, you blink and take too long standing in one spot, and Alright, let's see what we can do here. Yes. Look at that, boys. Look at that. I will take this. Yoink. Arachnoid Legacy. Okay. I mean, I hope this is getting the point across. This is a shredding build here. I will just take the rhythm on dash. I don't know if there are treasures down here, but I'm just gonna make a sweeping run anyway. It'll be pretty quick. And if there's any trap doors or secret doors, I really want to get those. Ooh, yeah, you don't like to be disarmed on this guy, I'll tell you that much. That's what happened right there when I was just stuck and sitting there and kind of derping out for a little bit. Somebody hit me with that disarm. That is a big weakness. Just like, you know, if you're running a caster and you get hit with a silence, you got to be rethinking yourself for a second. The other thing about this build, if you know, I've been doing solo, single-player stuff, but if you're playing with a group and you have, you know, a warrior or a paladin that's kind of being your frontline tank, this makes a great off tank because the healing from the brambles that you put down, that area, that actually says it heals allies as well. So it's the only other character that I know of so far, at least that I've dealt with, that has a reliable way to heal an ally. It's a heal over time, but it's not nothing, you know. What do I got to give this bird? Yeah, I'll send it home. Once you're dealing with lightning wizards, don't hold on to too much stuff. It's a little bit of waste of time, but I will go over here and get myself topped off for the boss. I didn't need to do that though. Every time you walk into the boss room, you get all your hit points back. Not your potions, but your hit points. Alright, we'll see how quick we can rock these guys. Settle down. There we go. Alright, we use the potion. And that's that. Got the potion back. We have that item, which gives us a chance to get potions back. I don't see too many secrets down here. Alright. Now. Woo, buddy. Okay. I see you. I see you guys. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Alright. I will respect it. I will respect all that image. See, I mean, these guys are, they're dangerous, but if you turn on the big brain and play the game like it's bullet hell for a little while, you can dodge a lot of this stuff and run around corners, and the damage does come into you at a reasonable pace most of the time. Get some hit points back. I used to think those walls, those smoke walls were scary, like a way that the level was trying to kill me, but actually they're for our benefit. So you can't get stuck in a hallway with a million projectiles that you can't possibly dodge. The projectiles can't go through. So you pull back to right here and you melee them at this spot. And that way that smoke can be used, like a shield. Interesting. If I stand right next to that, I'll leave that for later. If I stand right on one side of the smoke and then drop my bramble patch, the bramble patch doesn't count as... Okay. Does not count as a projectile, so it was actually hitting him on the other side of it. Alright, let's get a little stupid. Yeah. I like me some stupid. Ooh, a little too stupid. Little too stupid. Alright, okay. We're good. Okay, got all the Shadow Curse off. Basically slow things down a little bit. Lowers my weapon power, but increases my armor. I'm okay with that. This class, this build has no lack for damage, so stacking yourself with defenses seems like the way to go. This is a lot of money here, so I will pick all that up. Yes. Whoa. Yeah, man. Healing bramble patch. I only ever got 1 point in it, but it's a significant amount. It's enough. That's a storm. Look at that, boys. We don't care. Oh, I might care about that. Wish I would have got an additional potion charge, that other apothecary item in this run, but I think we'll be just fine. I don't like not having any charges. Go. What do you think of that? I mean, what do you think of that? Oh, let's see here. Additional damage. Traps now make you bleed. I guess I'll do that. Discordant fiddle. Making some good cash now. Potion charge back. If I didn't have the item that gives me a chance to get potion charges back, I would have saved that fountain just before the boss. I would have gone back and grabbed it, but I'm not too concerned because I end up getting those potion charges back pretty regularly. That item. Alright, well, we're almost there. Pushing an hour. Let's see how we do, boys. Okay. Down. Probably just take melee damage. Okay, wow, we got him down fast at this point. Alright. Full hit points. Good here. Step in the stupid. Try to keep our combo running throughout this. Otherwise, the only thing you're really trying to dodge is homie's bad breath. Alright, now we're going to prep this up for when he comes out. Hit him. Alright, here we go. Look at that. That is a human chainsaw, guys. Easy peasy, clean it up. Thank you for watching. If you watched this far, I hope it was helpful. If you have any builds that you haven't seen or builds you want somebody to try out, throw it in the comment section. I'm always looking for new builds, and once I've blasted through all the builds on this game, I'll be looking for another one. I typically do these kind of pixel art roguelites. So you guys have a great day. Thank you.